This video is on using the U.S. Census Bureau online application to find data on residential heating sources. So you would use this application when you did not survey for residential heating use, or perhaps the survey was not as robust as you would have liked. Perhaps you didn't get as many responses as you wanted, etc. And you want to take a look at the census data and see what they have. But we recommend that you use local data whenever possible. So when you first open up this application, you'll see the following screen. And what you want to do is you want to type in that search table the words house, heat. And when you do that, you want to select that first option that comes up in the list. So you want to select B25040 house heating fuel. So I'm going to do that. And then that opens up this table. So the first thing you want to notice about this table is you want to take a look at this product area here. And you want to look at the year of the data. So in this example, the year is 2018. And that's something you want to note in your logbook, because you want to include in the text of your emissions inventory what year that data is from. And with the Census Bureau application, it always shows the most current data that they have as the default when you open up this table. So the most current data right now is the 2018 data, and it might be that the most current data that is available does not match the inventory year of your emissions inventory. And if that's the case, that's okay. I mean, we're doing an emissions inventory, and the emissions inventories are best available estimations. It's just you need to note that difference in the text of your emissions inventory. So go ahead and write that down in your logbook. And then the second thing to notice here is what this data represents. So if you look up here in this gray header, it says United States. So this data currently in the table is for the entire United States. You want data specifically for your tribe. So we need to specify a geography. So you do that by using this button that says geographies, or perhaps you want to say this is an icon that says geographies. So go ahead and click on the geographies icon or button. And when you do that, it brings up this list. And you want to use this vertical scroll bar to the right. You want to scroll about 1/3 of the way down until we get to American Indian Area, Alaska Native Area, Hawaiian Homeland. Then once you get to that selection, go ahead and click on it. And that brings up a list of tribes. Now, this list is not very inclusive, and it's very likely that your tribe is not in this list. So if you scroll through here and don't see your tribe, what you want to do is you want to click on the magnifying glass icon. And what that does is it brings up this search box, and you want to type in your tribal name, and then it should be able to find it. So in this example, let's say we're looking for data for the Confederated Tribes of the Colville Reservation. So let's just type in Colville. And there we go. There's the tribe. And now once you find your tribe in this list, you want to click on the checkbox that's to the left of the tribe. So once you do that, notice that it says selected geographies, and it says the tribe right here. And then once you've got your tribe here in the selected geographies area, what you want to do is you want to click on this close button that's in the right corner. So go ahead and click close. And then you'll notice the change here. So instead of saying US, it says the tribe. So now the data in this table is just for the tribe and not the entire United States. So what does this data tell us? Well, first off, it tells us the total number of occupied households on the reservation. And that in this particular example, that's 2,910. It also tells us how many of those houses heat with each of these fuel types. So this is a good way to get an idea of what the major sources of fuel used for home heating on the reservations are. So in this example, we've got 41 homes that heat with utility gas, and that's natural gas. We've got 82 homes that heat with bottle tank or LP gas, and what that means is LPG, which is liquefied petroleum gas. So you would have propane or butane. Then we've got fuel oil or kerosene. We've got 26 of those houses, and we've got 1,110 houses that heat with wood. So those four selections are the predominant sources of house heating fuel emissions that you would want to include in your emissions inventory. As you can see here, electricity is also very high. It's actually the majority of houses that are on the reservation heat with electricity. But the reason we're not including that as a residential heating source is because the emissions from electricity that are used for home heating, the emissions actually come at the plant level, so where the electricity is generated, rather than at the household level. So we don't include electricity as a residential heating source of emissions. One other option here is the other fuel. That's another category. But we can't use that category because we don't know what types of fuel or are included in that category. So we don't use the other fuel category from this application. So that is how you would get data from the U.S. Census Bureau application on the number of homes that use each of the fuels here for heating.